निकी जी चाय बनाएंगे? थैंक यू.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. The difference is pitch. Now supposing I go to say, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Nobody will listen. All will run. So, हैं भी वो भी भाग रहे हैं. Listen to the voice and then So this is a key technique which is used by the politicians, particularly the leaders. They are always speaking at a high pitch. Now they do it for a reason. One, in order to motivate people, you need to raise the pitch. Secondly, the higher the pitch, the voice travels the further distance. So it is something which we should develop, not only for developing voice projection, also for enhancing our voice capacity.
Friends, Romans, and countrymen, lend me your ears. I came to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lies after them, the good is oft interred with their bones. So let it with Caesar, not noble Brutus. Hath told you Caesar was ambitious?
Take a deep breath. The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious.
Noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many captives home to Rome.
Read the sentence slowly. He had brought many captives home for Rome. Instead of saying he had brought many captives home to Rome.
He had brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made to sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal. I thrice presented him kingly crown which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambitious? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove that Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Oh, judgment? Thou art fled to brutish beasts and men, have you lost their reason? Bear with me. My heart is in coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
Now here is a suggestion. What I want you to practice is सारे गामा पादा. एक बार करके बताइए.
सारे गामा पादा नी सा.
See, जो धा नी सा जो ऊपर के नोट्स हैं, they are a little difficult. वहाँ पे आपका स्वर थोड़ा छूट रहा है. What this basically means is that when you are speaking at a higher pitch, the voice, the tonal quality of the voice changes a little bit. तो वो आवाज उतनी मधुर नहीं सुनाई देती, जो कि at lower notes it comes about. When you practice it, your range of voice will improve even further, and then you will find that speaking will become even more easier. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa.
Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa.
For For 1 week you practice it, and then you see how your voice seems next weekend. Sanjay, I want you to do the same thing. Try it out.
Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa.
एक तो आप breath ज़्यादा नहीं ले रहे, and then due to that you are straining your vocal cord. You just fill your breath with fill your lungs with breath, and then see how naturally the voice will be produced. आपको जरा भी effort नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. The voice will come quite naturally, and by using the voice with a deeper breath, particularly the males, can develop one quality which is always appreciated in a male voice, that is resonance. So what is resonance? It is, if you have heard a voiceover artist, a professional voiceover artist like Harish Bhimani, Pratap Sharma, अगर आपने किसी डॉक्यूमेंट्री में आवाज सुनी होगी, there is a lot of character in that voice. Whether you are understanding the content or not, you feel like listening to the voice.
Yeah.
Sure. A professional voiceover artist spends hours refining and fine-tuning his or her voice. Now, we may not need to develop our voice to that level, but still we have to ensure that we keep on improving the tonal quality of the voice. और उसके लिए ये बेसिक टेक्निक बहुत ही सरल, सुगम और कारगर है.
और सस्ती.
हाँ, सस्ती तो बिल्कुल ही. इट इज और
खुद ही प्रैक्टिस करते रहने का.
practice.
10 मिनट डेली, 15 मिनट डेली, बस हो गया.
Now the next Mark Anthony will be Mr.
Specs.
Nagari.
Mark Anthony with Specs.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do gives up them. The good of enters with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault. And grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here under lieu of Brutus and the rest. For Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus said he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captive homes to Rome, whose ransom did the general coffer fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor had cried, Caesar had wept. Ambition should made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus said he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him the kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withhold you then to mourn him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish spirits, and men have lost the reason, bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till I come back to you.
Statue. This was a game which we used to play when I was small. Now why did I tell him? The way he was standing, reading the book, एक बार फिर, this is an ideal body posture when you are delivering a standing presentation. Here is how you should be standing. If you observe his posture, each and every one of us should, among all of us who have come here, I think we should
His posture is best.
appreciate him for his.
He exercises regularly, so maybe because of that his posture.
It is something which, believe me, for your voice and speech particularly, it is definitely recommended. The other point is, if you are invited to deliver a presentation, you are given a choice between a sitting presentation and a standing presentation. Which one would you choose?
Standing.
Standing. Always opt for a standing presentation. Particularly from your voice and speech point of view, it's far easier to stand and address an audience.
Thank you.
Now, anybody?
Hilda. Right.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Full speed ahead. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to much slower.
Slow.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them, the good is entered with their bones. So let it be with your Caesar. The noble Brutus, Earth told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault. And previously, Earth, Caesar answered it. Here, under the leave of Brutus and the rest. For Brutus is an honorable man. So, are they all honorable men? Come, I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. He brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general corps fill. Did this in Caesar's ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal, I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambitious? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disapprove what Brutus spoke, but there I am speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, though art fled to brutish beast, and men have lost their reason, bear with me. My art is in the coupon, they with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
Thank you.